The market moves lower and breaks some key levels in both indexes. Is it time for the bulls to panic? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so as expected, the CPI data yesterday was a catalyst, and the market decided to move down, breaking key levels in both indexes. It broke 3930 on the SP 500 as well as 12,000 on the NASDAQ. So now we have to ask ourselves, are the bulls completely dead? I'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so even on bad market days, we try to have good days. As you can see here on the screen, we trade key levels, and that's what we did today, shorting the market at 2 appropriate times and doing pretty well. Now let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P, and we zoomed out a little bit here because on the zoomed in perspective, it hasn't changed. We're still looking for a low and a impulsive rally higher, and the bulls can still hold 3,900 and do that, although they are really pushing their luck at this point. So the reason we zoomed out here is we are looking at the support levels and where we're getting them. So the first level is the 1.0 extension. That's usually where we see a C wave end. It's the most common target, and it is 39.23, and they broke through that to 39.20 before bouncing. And then okay, the next most common level is the 1,236 for a C wave to hit, and that's where we get that 37.50 number I've been talking about. Now, if that's going to be the case, I would look for a bounce up toward that 41.94 regions. That's the 618 extension of A and B here, and that would be an ideal target for a wave 4 here up toward that area. I'll actually move this up there. I kind of just put it on there. So we would look for a bounce up to around 4,200 or so before a move down towards that 37.56 in a more direct manner. However, if the bulls can find support sooner rather than later and get an impulsive move going, all right, they would want to push up and essentially take out this selling wall right here at 4,300. The bulls have attacked that 3 different times, and all 3 times it's gotten sold off very heavily. So they would need an impulsive move, obviously, that takes out our shorter targets, 40.50, 40.70, those targets. But ultimately, they need to take out 4,300, as they could push as high as that sell wall here and then come down in 5. So the ideal target, again, for wave 4 is the 4,200 area. They could push it up to this 0.5 fib and get a half retrace. Puts us right on that selling wall at 4,300. So for the bulls to really take control of this market and not be in a wave 4 bounce, they need to really push over this 4,300 area. Now, if the bears do push directly down without any significant bounce towards that 37.50 area, okay, at that point, we have to be on alert for a much bigger move down as a potential 1 instead of A and 2 instead of B here. The 1,236 is a common 3 of 3 target, and without any discernible wave 4 up and then 5 down, it could lend us to a much bigger move down than we are expecting. Now, I don't have a lot of faith in that count, as this move down from here to A is, in my opinion, very clearly 3 waves, and I also don't love this C wave down as an impulsive wave either. But if they move directly down, we won't fight price, and we will start to be very cautious about the next moves the market makes. All right, guys, so over on the NASDAQ, we are zoomed out here as well, so we can see our support area. And on the NASDAQ, this looks a lot more like an ending diagonal to me than an impulsive structure. And so if that happens and we see a low, we should see a very powerful move from the NASDAQ higher up towards the top of this B wave. And that would be indicative of an ending diagonal and how they work. So the overall support is 11,543 at the 1.0. And once you get past that, it can go a little bit lower. And there are ways to count wave 1 off of the COVID lows that are around 11,000, but we can't get down to the 1,236 on the NASDAQ. It's just too deep to count any kind of reasonable wave 1 that would not infringe on this. So the NASDAQ is really looking for support in that 11,543 range. It also has some support around 11,850 as based on this C wave structure as a bottoming area. But we need to see a reversal in the NASDAQ very soon. So the bulls, as we said the other day, their backs are up against the wall. We could be looking at 37.50 next on the ES, as well as 11.5 next on the NASDAQ. And then the bulls really have nowhere else to go. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you over to the website. Once you get over there, check out our membership plans. We have 2 amazing plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to try it out and love it and become part of our trading community before you ever spend a penny. In my room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means they last from anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading and individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. It's very unique, and you need to see it to understand how powerful it is, and that's why we give you that 7-day free trial. He's also built a challenge account where he put $4,000 in an account and is averaging 3 to 4% gains each week, showing you how to build a small account into a retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you join us so we can make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. Same as yesterday, we're looking for a low in an impulsive fashion. The bulls really need to hold 3,900. Otherwise, it's very likely we start to head down towards this 37.56 fib, but probably we'll see a bounce in 4 first and then a move down. If they do move directly down, that is a red flag that we could be in an overall bigger move down. Over on the NASDAQ, we have support in our 11,500 region. There is some support at 11,850 coming down off the C wave, but they really need to hold this 11.5 region and then find some kind of push higher from there. After that, the bulls may just be out of bullets. That is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.